Yeah, I wanted to play a clip from this No Jumper interview between Traplo Ross and Wack100. They're talking about the DNA in this Big U case. Now, we all heard your favorite YouTuber, 600, saying that there was DNA found under the fingernails that match Big U.
So, dude, they've been trying to get his DNA. So we looked it up. They've been trying to get his DNA for a while now. He's been denying it. The feds came and got involved in the case, and they sent the search warrant. They had to get a warrant to get his DNA. When they got his DNA, it matched the DNA that was found under the dead body's fingernails. You know, so that's tied him to it. You know what I mean?
His name 1200 now. He running with 12.
His DNA matches Big U found under the fingernails, and Wack and 600 both talked about this. And when Traplo Ross was on the show with Wack, he brought it up, saying, "Hey, it didn't turn out to be true." Let's play that clip.
We're warning him. I'm gonna be real. If somebody took my DNA a year or so ago, after a year, 18 months, I'm thinking ain't nothing of it. I'm not even thinking that my skin's under about a dude's nails. And I hear the family say they found his DNA under the nails. I hear that. That's gonna be alarming to me.
That did turn out to not be completely true, though, right?
No, it was completely
From
true.
the complaint, it said that the DNA that was found, it couldn't confirm that it was Big U, but it couldn't rule it out too. Whereas they could rule out the other individual, right?
No. I don't know where you saw that at. No. I don't know where you saw that at. No. I don't know where you saw that at.
I really saw it said that. It wasn't completely confirmed that it's Big U's DNA. That's what I'm seeing, and there's still no.
There's no.
confirmation.
Listen.
It said it was inconclusive or something like that, right?
So, do you want me to read it out?
Go ahead.
Read out.
Okay, so wait. The DNA profile. So DNA was connected from RW's ankle/sock area, consistent with the direction that RW was dragged into the desert off the highway.
Oh.
The DNA profile obtained was not complete, likely due to the aforementioned inclinement on whether due to the inclement weather on the night of the murder. So the weather and the way that the body was left overnight, I guess in the cold, in the wind or whatever, meant that the DNA profile wasn't able to be completed. So it says analysis of Henley's DNA profile, Big U, was inconclusive, such that he could not be excluded as the contributor of the DNA, but it couldn't be confirmed. And Robinson, on the other hand, was excluded as a potential contributor of the DNA. So it wasn't confirmed, but it couldn't be excluded.
Do you know who Robinson is?
Robinson.
That's the driver.
Mm-hmm.
That's the driver who told them they drove to L.A., picked the kid up, where they took him, and how he was killed. So when you got something that says you're not excluded, well, it could have been you, maybe not. But then you got the dude with you who gave DNA once they brought him in. Big U didn't know it. And they show, you didn't touch the body. That means he's identified Big U as a killer. That's who really told on him.
But all I'm saying is that, from what I understand, the DNA thing, to make the statement Big U's DNA was found under his fingernail.
That's been running in the media a lot.
That's not been conclusively proven as true.
These mics are kind of sensitive, so you might want to pull it in a little more.
Right?
Yeah, no, that's what.
You got to remember, we didn't make.
They've been saying that as a headline since Wack started talking about it.
You got to remember, we didn't make the statement. We just played the recording.
But this is the thing. Do you feel like it's kind of overcooking Big U's involvement? Now, obviously, it's an open case. It's unresolved, right? But the headline of DNA found under fingernails is not. It's a little overshooting.
What's the difference in what you did?
Because this says it can't confirm it.
Listen, you know I'm allowing you to question me right now, right?
I appreciate it.
Because you did some punk shit the other day. See, the only difference is you usually do what you did the other day sitting over there in London somewhere, right? And you're not here, right? It's a lot of places you can't go. You send Adam something as if it was a clip of something I did I wasn't supposed to do.
No, he sent me a screenshot of a page from the indictment.
Okay, that's cool.
Where Big U was recorded on a wiretap, basically
receiver.
saying that he punked you out with a whole bunch of people, and it had
no,
a
it was a
quote
receiver.
that he attributed to you, but it
well,
wasn't an actual video or recording. This was Big U's version of events.
Hold on. You're the receiver. So since you read everything, right? Now tread lightly with this, because I've been telling myself for the last couple minutes not to really do nothing to you, because I know what you was trying to do. Okay. So since you so thorough, did you read what Big U said he did to me? No, either you gonna play smart or dumb. Did you read it?
Yes. Can I say one
what
thing?
What did you
can
find
I say one thing in my
there?
defense first?
That's the bullshit and the real shit.
But can I say one thing in my defense
I
first?
just want to know what you read.
I feel like stuff that Adam said that he put source on top of. I just sent him an image of the indictment and said, "Have you seen this?" You
No,
went
you
in,
said in that
you went in the
page.
room and you said a bunch of stuff.
No,
that
you said
was
in
a
that
little bit
page.
added on.
You said in that page. So I'm
It's in that page.
asking you, because just gonna let me know where you at with me.
Mhm.
Did you read that and did you use your brain
Mm-hmm.
to understand why and why not? So
I'd
I'm a
say
dude that
yes.
then violated Big U like no other human being, right? Violated him.
For sure.
2-3 years, right?
That's such a claim to fame now that Big U is like the ultimate bad guy of LA.
No.
Him being able to say that he violated is like him
Wait.
saying he went up against Al Capone.
No.
Lived to tell the tale.
No, you got to remember, I don't see Big U the way y'all see Big U.
I know.
Big U done sat on my couch with his head down, scared straight in situations where he needed our help at. I don't see him that way. A motherfucker who I had to pay rent and help take care of his family, who then sat on my couch and said, help me, I don't see that dude as that, right?
Now, first of all, we seen how he just deflected.
Yeah, he deflected Trapler
Trapler
Ross
Ross proved his
questions.
point that it was inconclusive and it wasn't no DNA positively under his nails. Then he said Sylvester and deflected and said that's how he tied it in, although it's inconclusive. And then completely spent the narrative and got to talking about himself because he read exactly what was in the indictment about him trying to plead for Big U to leave him alone. I don't like Big U, bro, and Trapler Ross don't need to sit down with everybody because, man, he from the UK and they bullying the dude. I don't like that shit, man. I don't like bullies, bro.
Yeah, I played that just to show that all this information about DNA that they were saying on the internet before these arrests happened were 100% incorrect. There is inconclusive DNA for Big U. The Robinson's DNA is completely excluded. So I'm not sure. I mean, the feds can play a dirty game and say that inconclusive doesn't mean he's not the one, you know? But the narrative that they were running with was not true.
I shouldn't get mad listening to people. This get me hot, bro.